Bill.
How are y'all doing today? Let's see who's in the craft room today. Joining us on a Thursday. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful
It
to see.
is actually.
Wonderful to see you all here too.
And it's wonderful to be seen.
Yes, it is. So I got my little bit of coffee here, y'all, in my new favorite coffee cup.
I have my special tea.
So Bill is actually excited about about crafting today.
I am actually.
And he's going to show you why in a minute. I'm just helping him cut some stuff first. That's just me, okay? The supportive wife.
Hi, Bonnie Glover, Kathleen Crowley, and Sarah Johnson.
Yes, I'm going to let Bill tell you what he's going to do, what he's going to be doing.
Certainly, let's get a few more people in.
Nice and sunny out too.
See, right now we have 24 people. I'm taking over the command chair.
Yep.
Tracey, don't forget the thumbs up. I always forget to do that. Man, it's cold.
Okay, so let's go ahead and see who's in here. Hey, Mary Broad, how are you?
My coat. Thank you.
Let's see. Looks like ink blending, doesn't it, Bonnie?
Who said that? Bonnie. See, Bonnie's a pro. Bonnie knows some stuff. Beanie Freak, Melanie Downey, Mindy K4, Linda Veal.
All right, Bill, so go ahead and tell them what you got here.
Bertha.
And what you're thinking about doing.
Bertha, I know you're had. Bertha always messes with me, y'all. She always sneaks in. Bill, when you're going to be doing something? Bill.
Well, he was trying to explain to me
exactly
this morning what should be done. And I said, well, you go ahead and do it. See, he
Tracey
said, all right then.
Thurnau, Kamina Brooklyn, Arabeth, Sonia Creel,
She said she's not getting notifications. I have no idea anymore. I have no idea with YouTube. Here.
Certainly. Retha Wallace. It just reminds me, I just saw Aretha Franklin. Boy, that was a good movie there. Now, guys, before I get started, let me tell you, I'm drinking my special concoction out of Tracey's blessed cup, my non-cough thing, tea. It's really good.
Bill said, do it, Bill. Make John proud.
Exactly. Me and John are representing, okay? Now, here's the thing, guys. I've been thinking to myself, where is that veteran stamp set? Trace? I think it's over here. It is right here. No, you haven't used you haven't used.
Well, show them anyway.
I'll show it to you.
Let me get the other.
When I saw this, I've been dying to do something with this.
He has, y'all.
Seriously, I mean, y'all don't really understand. Seriously,
they understand.
When I was in the Navy, and understand, I mean, not to say that. I mean, the Navy is the largest active force probably on the planet Earth. But the bottom line is you have services like the Marines and the Army, people like that. They are in there, baby, especially the Marines. You know, they're in that hand-on-hand, first-hand combat type stuff. Our job was pretty much to transport and to kind of deal with things from a distance. You know, but there's a real difference with that hands-up, first-hand thing going on. And, you know, and I mean, I have relatives that went off into the military and they never returned. And I'm sure a lot of you have that also. So, you know, this really weighs in on me, you know. When you're out to sea, I'm telling you, when they have those roll calls and you're standing there and you're amongst the remaining few that never get your name called, you know, you've been out there for months.
Apparently, I wasn't with you at that time.
Exactly.
So.
It's a terrible
Gosh, you would have
feeling,
gotten
man.
stuff. You would have gotten all
It is
kind
a
of stuff.
terrible feeling. So I just, I have to make something. So that's why I'm doing this one in particular. Now, with that being said, for some reason, I've been trying to figure out how in the world, what the image, the vision that I'm having is a black background, primary background, slightly larger so I can use it as a border, right? I'm going to put this on my card base. Wait, where's the card base? Tracey has a bunch of stuff over here. Like I'm gonna just put this right on the card base. So it's outlined like this, right?
Oh, it really measures up good.
It does. You did a great job with the cutting.
Well, thank you.
It's like, well, of course I did. Right. So that's the main thing. Now, with that being said, I like the saluting images. I kind of like the flag, and I like this helicopter. And I'm wondering, should I put it like this, or should I turn it? If I turn it like this, I'll have more room to kind of maneuver. You know?
It's up to you, babe. It's your show.
I think I'm gonna put it. I think I'll put it like this. Okay, that'll give it a little bit more room. Okay, let's try that. But now I want it on a kind of orange background, like it's been war and desolation. It's slightly orangish with and slightly brown, kind of darkish,
Kind
but
of like
not
a
really.
sunset color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
I can see that.
Now I need yellow. I'm going to use this yellow kind of to start it off. You'll see what I'm saying. Let's try that first. I know I need to get the background first. Now here's the thing. I didn't watch any tutorials, anything like that. This is mindless crafting, and a lot of this is just kind of intuition and playing and just kind of thinking and saying, you know what? What if? What if I do this? What if I use this color? What if I use this? What is distress oxide? I don't know, but I like the way this looks, so maybe I can make that happen on this. That's how I approach it. It's a completely mindless endeavor for me. Now I just need a piece of.
Oh, everyone's saying thank you for your service, Bill.
You're very welcome. I'm gonna get a.
Kathleen Crawley says, I am very proud of you, Bill. I am not sure I could have handled being in service. That is why I love this new stamp set, so that I can make cards for servicemen and servicewomen and veterans. Yes. I think if anyone is on here, that's just a great thing to do, is to honor our service members by making cards for them. There's organizations all over, veterans, people who are on active duty, who would appreciate cards. You just have to reach out and do your research.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's amazing how something like that, the military, can accomplish your entire world. The military for me, when I was a kid growing up, was this old kind of beat up looking converted gas station that they had turned into a military recruiting station, and it had a big, like Uncle Sam, like with his long red and white pants and stuff, with a big top hat that said, and it had a caption on the side. It said, "Uncle Sam wants you." And that thing was there for years. And I would pass by that thing probably, I don't know how many times a day, you know, for years growing up. And maybe every so often I would see it was invisible. And every so often you say, oh yeah, there goes the recruiting station. But when I finally actually joined the military, I walked in there and joined. All of a sudden, that one building that I never really looked at became my entire world. And the rest of the world as I knew it became small and seemingly invisible, like the recruiting station once was. And when you were out there, out to sea and doing what you were doing, you would wonder if the people at home even knew you were alive and even knew you existed, or even knew what you were doing and the significance of what you were doing. Then you start wondering if what you were doing was significant at all, since no one seemed to say anything or think about you at all. Anyway, not to go on a tangent, but that's the kind of thoughts that kind of go through your head when you're out there. Oh, Linda.
Bertha said you could use a 5x7. You can do a 5x7 card to give yourself more space if you need it for like the stamp.
Right, a larger
You
one.
weren't sure if it was gonna fit on there, so.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play with this, and if I need to, I'm gonna go up. Now, Tracey showed me these little toothbrush looking things with the sponge, and I said, you know what? I think this will work for what I'm trying to do. I like the fact that they're different colors because that'll kind of even help me more because I'm going to use this darker one with the darker one and the more orange or lighter one with that one. That'll help me to remember. Now, I'm going to get this.
Let's see. Deb C said something. She said, after you get the Distress Oxide on, you can spritz it with water and blot. You'll be amazed at the results. So you can blot it. I've seen people do that on.
Okay, let me get some water.
You spritz it with water and blot it.
I'm gonna get one of those bottles of water.
Well, go ahead and do your thing.
Okay.
Start.
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna make it up as I go, guys. Now Tracey uses that little bitty end, but I'm gonna use this big end. I just want to kind of. I envision the sun kind of being somewhere over here. I don't need a lot of it, but I just kind of need enough to kind of. Just to kind of get on the page.
Sonia Krill, I saw your question. Where do you get those, Bill? Which ones?
In the
ink is in the store, but are you talking about the daubers?
I don't know.
I'm talking about the daubers.
Are we talking about these? I don't know.
I got those on I think I got those on Amazon. I've had those a while in the craft room. Forgot I had them. I think they're on Amazon.
I think I'm going to use this one first. Okay.
The distress inks are actually in our store. We just got them. 9 colors were added to the store. My dad was a Navy man. Oh, Bertha said her dad was a Navy man, babe.
Oh.
Nice.
I may be doing this wrong, but hey.
Afternoon, family. Look at Bill. Look at Bill go. Bill, love you, Tracey and Bill.
Now look at this, guys. See, here's
Barbara
the thing.
Cook.
Hi, Barbara Cook.
Yeah, the blending brushes are on Amazon.
See, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but hey, does it matter?
It's okay, babe. Go ahead, do your
Right,
thing.
but you might have, that's the
paper,
whole
right?
thing. See, it's a mindless endeavor. See, all I want is kind of
Just trying to get the paper to be a different color.
right. Now it doesn't have to be completely.
Now that's true.
But
let me go ahead and get my water bottle so you can just gently spritz it and daub it. I guess I need to get you a paper towel, huh?
I don't know. Probably so.
You have to kind of like lift it up a little bit.
And now I need the other one.
It. Blending brushes on Amazon, yes. That's just playing, right? He's just playing with the stuff.
That's all I'm doing.
I gave him the color coordinated brushes, but of course he used the orange brush. So what are you using now? You got the brown brush? Oh, you already used the brown.
Yes.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Now I'm going to get some orange. Because in my mind, what I'm seeing is...
Here's the orange brush. Oh, is that the orange brush? Yeah, okay.
What I'm seeing is... Imagine there's been fighting. And you have that slight orange dust, debris coming through the sunlight. It's still kind of dark, but not really. Still some sunlight.
Okay.
See, this is going to be my background. I need some water. Let's see. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out with the water.
I did see some blending brushes at the Dollar. Well, at one point, but I wasn't. I think that was some at the Dollar Tree, man.
Well, there you go. Okay, I'll use whatever works. I think I need a little bit more of this other color over here.
Let me get you that thing first before you spritz. Oh, that looks nice, babe. That looks really nice. I don't know if y'all can see it. Isn't that... I wish y'all could really see how this looks. It really looks good. Let me get my let me get you a thing before you. So you're just gonna lift it up with the paper towel.
If that's what you say I'm gonna do. Y'all see what I'm trying to do, right? Rhonda Higgins says, if I spritz the paper lightly before applying the ink. Okay? Well, Tracey, once she comes back at the water, I'll start doing that. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question, Rhonda. Do I have to spray a lot or just a little bit?
I would spray a little bit.
Okay, well, we're going to try a little bit.
A little bit is better first.
Well, hey.
Oh, you're supposed to use this to lift it. Here you go.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you can do your own thing, you know, whatever. Just a tad. Spritz it with just a tad of water.
I need a little bit more of this.
It's a very small amount. I love
Okay.
it. Everybody's saying just
Look, I'm being taught by the group. But at the same time, it's just like just a playful thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right. There's no rules in crafting.
We're just kind of playing. That's all we're doing. Just playing. Guys.
He said, just watch what it does. Oh, he didn't. I don't think he's letting it. Watch what it does once you spray it. What? Okay. Oh, you keep spraying it? Bill, you're supposed to watch what the water does once you spray it. Everybody's saying glad to help. He's making his own unique background. Okay?
Yeah, I need a background that kind of reflects what I'm trying to do.
You're making your own unique background. He already knows the most important rule is to play. Yep. Right, just spritz lightly.
Okay. Now, I need a micron pen, which we don't seem to have.
It's right there on the side, babe.
On the
On
side.
your left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can use markers and make a background too. Right, Sonia Creel. Right, Vicki Jensen was saying spray it and leave it for a few seconds.
Now I need,
Right,
yes.
Spray it and leave it. That way you can see what the effect is. Right, the water will get a fake, like a faux blending effect.
Okay.
Oh, Milani made us both a card. Oh my goodness, how sweet. Rhonda says she's gonna mail it to us tomorrow. She wanted to apologize for telling Mr. Bill to use his inside voice the other day.
It's okay, Milani.
Oh.
Milani, it's okay.
Jill Powell said, I didn't have red paper, so I used my red alcohol markers. Right, use what you have.
Now, I'm envisioning the ground. So I'm going to think of I'm going to make it black.
I'm
It's the
envisioning
same.
you covering up my ink pad.
You're fired, okay?
You're fired.
That's what you are.
That's what I'm envisioning right now, okay?
You see how smarty pants she is.
No, I just want you to cover up the ink pads.
Milani,
You know,
I'm going to ask Milani.
they don't dry out, you know what I'm saying?
Milani, did you hear Tracey? Try to be smart with me.
Yes, Susan Lee said that dusty sky is poignant all by itself. Exactly.
Exact who?
Exactly.
No, y'all see what I'm trying to do. Hold up. Okay, now. You don't really need to be no higher than this. Like that.
Oh, that's what you need to black. Oh, I use the black paper for your background.
I know, but I'm going to use for this too. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I see. I can cut more if you need more.
I just need something that's the same.
That's fine. Use that. Use what you got.
Hold on.
Terry Thompson says, I'm always intimidated by the ink. So thanks for testing it all out for me. LOL. Oh, you're so welcome.
Now, I need something that kind of goes from one end. It's kind of like the ground. It's not really level. You know, the ground would be.
Shelly, let me go get my calendar. I'm going to tell you right now. She said we have the date for Mindless Crafting at midnight. Let me go get my calendar.
Certainly. I'm not sure how long it needs to be, but I'm sure that'll make it work. That'll work. Now I'm going to glue this on here. £0. I've never used it either. So guess what? We're doing it together. We're both experiencing the first. There's got to be a first somewhere, okay? If we always live in, well, I've never done it, and so, no need to try to start now. And you know what? I haven't done it, and I'm excited at the possibility that of doing something I never tried before. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but you know what? I'm about to find out.
Okay, so are y'all ready for the date for Mindless Crafting at midnight? It's in February, so I just had to make sure. The holdup was that Chelsea's coming home in February. Her birthday is also in February. She's going to be in a wedding on February, so all that's taking place within a week span. So I wanted to make sure I had her date. So Mindless Crafting at midnight is going to be February 25th, right? So we normally start about 11:55 at night, right? And we're usually on for 2 hours. So we don't.
Not to say that's what we're going to be doing then. You're
usually
usually
on until 2 o'clock in the morning, live, okay?
All right, now.
So Mindless Crafting at midnight is going to be Friday the 25th. So by the time we finish, it'll be Saturday. February 25th at 11:55 Eastern.
So look at this, guys.
11:55 p.m. Eastern. So y'all don't forget.
I'm probably going to use these two silhouettes right here. So I have one like here and here or something like that. I could put the flag over here or something. But here's the thing. I could take these images right here.
Babe. That's nice.
I could take these images and put them on here and then paint them, do them ever so slightly. One place and one at the other. you know. But this is going to be somewhere, so I'm going to
I do
have.
like the silhouettes. I mean, they're really,
Right, that's what I'm going to do.
that's something else. That's nice. I like it.
All right, so let's get started. So, because I'm going to keep thinking and thinking, and this is supposed to be somewhat mindless. So I'm pretty much done with these distress inks. So how y'all like them? They kind of worked out, huh?
Everybody's adding it to their calendar. Mindless crafting at midnight. Good.
Okay, now.
Phil, that background is nice. I like that.
Okay, so now I'm going to take...
it looks like a sunset, doesn't it?
Right, that's what I'm trying to get.
Tracey Phillips says, I can't do the mindless crafting at midnight anymore. I have to be at work at 6 a.m. You can always,
Tracey.
you can always watch the replay.
Guys, I almost did something wrong. I was almost about to put this side like I did one time before. But this is the sticky side, and this is the side I should be doing.
Stamping.
Yes.
Both sides are sticky, but yeah.
So I need the blocks, and I think they're right here. Let's see. Get the best size block. Let's see if this is. Yep, that's the one I want. I want this block right here. Sometimes, I used to kind of toy myself and say, which way should I put this? Put the man, whatever way you want. I mean, you can use the lines as guides, but like most of you, I pretty much eyeball stuff. So let me play around first and see how I want this.
Right, just see what you want.
Put this one here. The man is taller.
Bonnie says, do I have an idea of what I'd be working on? Nope, no idea.
Okay, let's do that. But the lady's shorter.
No idea yet.
Go like this. All right, I'm gonna use this Mindless Crafting hybrid ink that I love so much, intense black. So let's see. Now, guys, what I do, I don't know if it works or not, but in my mind, I feel like it does. I think people tend to stamp in the same areas, which is the center, and at some point they tend to run out. But I'm thinking if I evenly disperse this all over the place, then I will uniformly use my ink. So it lasts longer. Does that sound right, or does it sound like I'm winging it and making something up? But let me practice one of them first. Just make sure how this comes out.
Let's see. Bertha says, you can lay them down on your card to see where you want them. Rhonda Higgins says, hey guys, do you prefer stamping block or stamping folder? I have the blocks, but I really want to invest in one of the stamping folders with the magnets. People love those stamping folders.
Now
I'm a block person. I just know I am.
You are.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing.
Some people say they use both.
In case I don't get it uniformly all the way, I can always color it in.
Right. The key is to not stamp it over, because once you press down, you lift the ink back up again. So now if you do it again, it lifts some of the ink off of it, if that makes sense. Look at my husband crafting, y'all. Some people say they have the We Are Memory Keepers stamping folder. Some people said they have both, the acrylic blocks and the stamping platform. Mercy Beanie Freak says, I use the blocks for small things. I use the platform for more intricate things.
I need black.
I have the huge platform, so it's cumbersome.
You have a black pen? Alcohol marker? I know we do.
You might want to use the
What?
I couldn't find mine. I don't know what happened to it. My black pen. It used to be in here. I don't know what happened to it. Just use the remember last thing I just used this.
All right, let's see if this works, guys.
You just have to
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, since it didn't quite go the way I want,
Oh, I see. Did you leave it down for a little bit? I leave it
Probably
down for
not,
just a little longer.
but that's okay.
So if you had a stamping platform, you can go back and do that again. You know, you would be able to stamp it again. Let's see. It looks really good so far, babe. Oh, so you're just drawing in his stuff now. Okay. I do that. I have to find my black markers. I don't know what I do with it. It used to be in here somewhere.
Now it's gonna dry. I just want to make it
Right, you can stamp over again with the stamping platform.
right. That's the beauty of the platform.
Yeah.
Without the platform, I didn't want to take a chance on trying to restamp that thing and have it superimposed incorrectly.
Right, because once you have all your ink down and everything, and
That could be true,
you end up
Rebecca.
stamping.
Rebecca White says maybe because the paper is slightly wet. Linda Hufford said that's why the
Oh.
stamping platform works well. You can
I just read that.
right, you can do it over and over.
Oh, and then this has a slight stamp, so you're not going to get.
Well,
You
this
see, this has a slight edge on it too.
I could have done
You see
this
right here?
first. Yes,
Right, that has a slight edge, so your stamp didn't lay flat.
and it's possible I should
That's what
have
happened.
did it first and then put my
That's exactly
put this
what
black
happened.
part I'm trying to make like the ground over on top of it.
But guess what? It's all gonna work
It's
out.
all good. It's all good. Now let me take this off of here and just put it somewhere for now.
Oh, Craft with Love 55 says, greetings, Tracey and Bill. Glad I caught y'all live today.
You have
I can listen while I clean up my craft room.
I need to wipe it down.
Awesome.
Baby things. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you.
You can use a heat gun to dry the paper before you put your images on. That's a good idea
There
too.
you go. See, I
Yeah.
never would have thought of that. Look at all these veteran crafters in here
All these veteran crafters.
instructing this novice, mindless crafter.
It looks really good, babe. That whole outline is nice. You know, that whole, what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do there. It's actually a very powerful card. The soldier looking into the sunset, right?
And now,
And now whatever else you put on there is just gonna be, it's gonna be awesome.
you know, I'm going to put, I could use this guy right here, but I'm going to use this
Look,
one.
Rebecca said it in a nutshell. She said it. Rebecca said,
Oh, but
there's no mistake in crafting. We make it work. Exactly. Everybody's saying it looks great, babe.
okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Okay. Make sure you get this the right side. With silhouettes, sometimes it's very difficult to tell which is the right end.
B&D Crafts and more says 20 plus years of crafting right here.
Woo!
Awesome. Look, I'm 58 right now. I have 58 years of crafting, okay?
Who said that?
Might as well say.
Who's that?
I've been crafting
Brian?
all
That's
my
Brian,
life.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, now I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to think closely about this. It's contemplate it closely before you answer. Are you ready? Have you been crafting for 20 plus years? Or have you been crafting 1 year 20 plus times? Think about it.
I don't even want to think about that, okay?
See, that's a very good question. I was listening to like we'll play these, what Tracey does, and I, of course, inherit the benefit of her efforts. We'll play these motivational clips all day long, right? And there was a young lady. What's the lady's name, Tracey? I love her. The lady who talks. Oh my goodness, she's so good. Anyway, the one who was on Steve Harvey before. Anyway, this woman is
Lisa Nichols.
Lisa Nichols. Oh my goodness, this woman
She's
is so.
she's such an inspiration.
Yes, and she was talking about how most of us.
I think when you do that, babe, where you're putting it down,
I should do like
you're
this.
doing
Huh?
it too much.
Let me do
right?
like this. Hold on, because I can see some areas where I didn't get it.
Well, you're lifting the ink back off of the stamp. when you stamp like that many times in the ink.
Okay. Anyway, let me
What do
let
I
me
know?
say this
Okay.
though, Tracy. Let me say this before I forget, because it's about to leave my mind. Okay, what Lisa Nichols said, I'm losing it just that quick. Okay, she says oftentimes we operate through the same filter of knowledge that we experience, let's say as 20, 21, 22, maybe if we're lucky 30. So now you're 60 years old or 70 and you're the same, doing the exact same, thinking through the same filter for the next 30, 40 years. She says you have to make a conscious effort to grow and to decide what your growth pattern is going to be. What is it? How do you want to experience the filter of your understanding for the next 10 years from now? What direction do you see your crafting going just this year? Have many of you made goals with crafting goals this year? Like this year, I want to get better at, I got a Cricut and it's been boxed up for 3 years. I think I want to at least, if nothing else this year, I want to take it out of the box and plug it up and learn what an on and off switch is.
I was going to tell you to smooth it down a little bit on there.
Well, I should
That's all
have
right.
smoothed it down, guys, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
LCB, read that, Tracy. I can't see it. LCB said it looked like it's
Teaching 1 year 30 times is all too common. The goal is teaching 30 different years.
Exactly.
There you go.
Elsie, my mom was a teacher, and we used to talk about that all the time. I would ask her that each year. And here's the thing. Teaching has evolved to a different point now. Now people do things for the paycheck. When my mom taught back then,
do it. But you have an awful lot
teaching,
of teachers who are devoted.
Teaching was a calling back there. Every bit as powerful as the calling to the ministry. Okay. I used to have a household full of teachers, Tracy, at all times. You know, they all kind of congregated. We went to their homes and stuff like that. And I am telling you, those teachers were far more than teachers. They were mothers, fathers, counselors. I'm talking, they went around the clock. The things that those teachers did for those students went far above, beyond any description of a teacher. You know? Patricia Riley said something good, Rayleigh. She says, I want to get better using my glue gun.
Yeah, she says she uses too much glue at times.
Okay, so now I have these two people saluting. I like that so far. So far, I like that. Now, I don't want people to get the wrong impression and think they're saluting to the sun. So I'm going to put this flag over here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to wipe this off. What do other people say? What does Rhonda Hickens say, Tracy? She says, yes, I want to hone in on my watercolor painting and color making, incorporating both crafts into a unique business. Now, that's an incredible and viable goal, Rhonda. I salute you.
Gaetane Marlowe.
She said, look, don't mess up my name. It's my second time. You do want me to come back to a third, right?
She said, hello, my crafting family. Welcome again. I'm glad you could join us again from Quebec.
Thank you, Jennifer Real. Jennifer says, I love how your card looks so far. Beanie Freak, you're right.
Right, that's what I was saying. You're saying back in the day, but there's some really good teachers right now. And one of the things that still remains the same is that teachers do not get paid enough.
Oh my God, no.
To take care for all the different things that they do.
Especially now, it's gotten worse.
They still do not. Majority of teachers think of students as their kids. Yes, very small amount are in it for the paycheck. Yes. You know what people used to tell me, not to hug the kids, like for story time. Like as a librarian, they were like, Tracy, you can't hug, like you're hugging the parents and the kids. So if a kid comes up to me and wants a hug because they enjoyed story time, am I supposed to like push them away, like, you know, like my toddlers and
exactly
and stuff? I mean, it just seems kind of strange. They see you every week. You're like family to them.
What does Sarah Johnson
Everybody's
say?
saying it looks great. My former pastor prophesied and told me when my kids were young that I had a whole house of teachers, and now I can see that come true because all my kids teach. Wow. Oh my goodness.
See, here's the thing. Most of us we have callings on our life that we don't recognize as callings. Because oftentimes we end up in an occupation that is so far removed from anything that we ever thought we would do. Because when we got the job, and that's all it was a job, just so we're broke. We got the job not because we longed for the endeavor for which it represented, but because we needed, well, I got to pay the bills, I got to pay the rent, car note, got kids, need the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. I'll just take this. And even though I have a degree in engineering, it's bricklaying or something that doesn't relate to what it is I'm doing. Not that there's something wrong with bricklaying, it's not. But if you study to be something else and you long to be something else, and you opted for another course, it must be a temporary thing. You have to have the courage at some point to say, you know what? I always dreamed of doing this other thing, and now I must take the necessary steps, even if it's just one at a time, to move towards whatever it is that I envision. Now, if you find yourself on a job and it seems like all you're doing is teaching, or all you're doing is motivating or encouraging, then those are your gifts. And you need to figure out, how can I do more of what it is that I love and that seems to be effective. Jill Pound says,
I think we enjoy this, and that's why we never expected that this would be what we'd be doing. But we feel like it's something that we're supposed to be doing, connecting with people, having fun, doing the thing that you love, you know? I mean, we never expected, Bill and I always knew that we wanted to work together. That was the key thing. We knew that we wanted to have a business together. Even at the beginning of our relationship, but we didn't know what the outcome would be. We just kept doing and putting out and giving. And then it just kept blossoming, and more people started joining us. And so now we just, so this is what has happened.
well, that's what has happened for us.
Crafting, yes.
But there are many people on here. There are people on here right now that even though they're crafting.
Have a great day, Jill.
Matter of fact, I would venture to say that just about everyone on here. No, I'm going to say everyone. Let me just be bold with this. Every one of you on here, in your normal day-to-day journey, you operate in such a way that you affect lives around you, whether you realize it or not. And sometimes you just have to be it. But just that more of you are in tune with what and how it is that you do that. Some of you just naturally do it and don't think about how it is that it's being executed. But some of you do know, and you just do more of it, that's all. See, is it better?
I totally love this, Bill. It really makes a beautiful statement.
See, is it better to think in terms of money? I only want to make money. I want to make money. Or is it better to think in terms of service? How can I affect the most change with what it is that I do? And what is it is that you do? Whatever you're thinking of is what you do. You would not have been given the thought if you were not capable of having it done, or at least attracting the people into your life to help you to get it done.
Or you have that nagging thing that just keeps coming back, and you're like, why am I still, there's a reason why that thing is still nagging at you, like, you know, and then you wonder, like, what is it that's holding you back, right? It's the thing you're supposed to be doing. You ever have that thing in the back of your mind, like, man, I would really love to, because even as a librarian in my former life, right? As a librarian, the thing was, I wanted to be able to connect with people. I think that's the part of my job that I love doing. And I wanted to be able to create, because I love doing, like, events and story times and crafting, craft programs, all kind of stuff. So now we get to do it just on a larger scale, and people couldn't understand when I actually left my 9-to-5 job. Like, why are you leaving? Oh my goodness, you can't leave. You didn't retire yet. You know, all of these reasons why I shouldn't be doing that.
You know what you tell them? Well, I haven't retired. I've been promoted. It's just that you tend to look at it as retirement.
LCB, you're right. She said the joy is sending your gifts out into the world.
Thank you,
trusting
Elsie.
that the right people will receive them and be blessed. Yes.
But you know, sometimes, you know what? You're so right, Elsie. But here, you know what? Even more importantly in my mind, what's important for me is that I be obedient and I deliver and execute whatever it is that I've been given. And I hope and pray that receivership takes place. I know that a lot of it's going to fall by the wayside, but there's going to be quite a bit that is going to be received. But it's not my job to force things down people's throats. It's only my job to give and to deliver.
Right.
And just keep on delivering.
Yep.
Somebody else's job, once you put it out there, someone else's job may be to hit them from another angle. You know, your job may be to plant. Somebody else's job may be to water. Somebody else's job may be to harvest. Somebody else's job may be to process. Somebody else's job may be to cultivate. But at some point,
Karen Reed says, be the reason someone smiles today. You and Tracey always make me smile. Oh, and encourage me to be a better person. That right there. You always have another chance to be a better person, a better version of you. My job is not to be a better version of Bill. My job is to be a better version of me. And so sometimes we're comparing ourselves to other people. Your path is your path, your unique path. That's your path. So you're going to be faced sometimes with people who say, oh my goodness, she's trying to do a business. She's crazy. Oh, she's trying to travel around the world. Oh, I don't.
Who does she think
if
she
it was
is?
Me, those are the people you run away from, because the ones that say, oh girl, I had a friend that did that. It didn't work. Because that was probably not her path, but your purpose and your path is going to be so unique. It's your own unique fingerprint. It's your own unique mark on the world, right? No one can bless your neighbor like you can, right? So someone else may bless your neighbor with maybe some kind of baked good or something, right? Maybe bake a cake for your neighbor. The other person might bless your neighbor with groceries. Your blessing is going to be different from someone else's.
Look at Sarah Johnson. She looked like she said something good.
Linda Huffman says, I served as a teacher for 37 years. I teach children's church on Zoom. I taught many lessons using crafts. My kids loved it. I retired when teaching no longer would let me be creative. Yes! Linda Huffman.
You know what?
That was my main purpose. One of the things that I realized as a librarian, I felt stifled. And it wouldn't allow me to I wanted to burst inside. I had so many ideas, and I couldn't execute them from the confines of where I worked.
But guess
I
what?
would do unique programs, and they would be so well received, but I wanted to do even bigger things, like larger things, and I just felt like I was being held back, restricted.
But you know what? Can I say this right quick?
Go ahead.
That means you and Linda Huffman both did not retire. You simply transitioned. You transitioned into another environment that was conducive towards the delivering of the gift. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's Thomas.
Okay. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, that's what happens. So
y'all keep that thought.
Sometimes you have to actually recognize when it's time for the transition, and you may have to go into an area that you're very unfamiliar with, But yet you have to be obedient and say, you know what? I don't know nothing about this. I don't know how to do it. I ain't never did it before, but you know what? I'm going to have to do it anyway. I'm going to get back to this. Y'all got some really good comments, but let me explain what I'm trying to do. I envision this helicopter being behind them in some kind of way. I'm going to try to put this helicopter where it's behind without affecting. I want people to still be able to know what it is. I don't want to cover their faces. Maybe if I put it right here, maybe that will do it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, y'all. So last week, you remember we had my brother Jeffrey and his daughter Paige on the live stream. Today, my little brother just dropped by, Thomas. So Thomas, can you say hello to our crafty family?
Hello, everybody. Happy crafting.
And you know what, guys, this is the same gentleman I've talked to y'all about before, and I've said, I don't know if I've really, it's so rare, let's put it like that I meet an individual like Thomas who's so talented and so skilled in so many different areas. It's just staggering. What he does,
Everybody.
He shouldn't be able to do, but somehow he does it. Because if you ask the so-called experts, they'll tell you that what he's doing can't be done, but yet he does it. You ever know people like that? Well, that's Thomas.
Yeah.
Well, do me a favor, right? One of you great fans, do me a favor, please send Bill a handkerchief to wipe all that brown stuff off his nose.
Thomas. No, seriously. Tracy, have I talked about this before?
Sure has, yeah.
I'm not trying to get all emotional. Stop trying to make me all teary.
I have talked about this before, Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I have a cousin like that. He's real hands-on. As a kid, he would get toys and stuff. He would never play with them. He would only take them apart.
That would be me.
That's you. Yeah. Y'all would kind of cut out the same cloth.
Yeah.
That would be me.
This is the little brother that would break things to look inside of him. So our job was to keep him out of trouble. Because if he got a toy, it's not like he's gonna play with the toy. He wants to see what's inside of it. Look, they're laughing.
How else are you gonna fix it?
Do y'all have a brother like that?
How else are you gonna get it fixed? You gotta break it. You gotta break it to fix it.
There you go.
So you gotta know what's wrong with it in order to fix it.
Sarah Johnson said, Tracy, your brothers have great voices.
Oh,
what are you trying to say, Sarah?
thank you. And my COVID test results came back negative. So.
Well, there you go.
But thank you very much. And I love my sister and my brother-in-law. They're great people.
Oh.
They really are.
You just saying that because it's true.
So we're gonna need 2 handkerchiefs.
Oh, Naomi Custodio, she says her son's name is Thomas David.
Is it? My son's name is Thomas Jazz.
Oh.
Oh, it's supposed to be Jazz Thomas.
Look, they want to know. Look, they said, does he sing? Because of your voice.
Well, I gotta go. I'm going to see Mommy.
All right, man. Good to see you.
All right, guys. Have a good day streaming. And I hope you learned something from Bill's Arts and Crafts, because they are extremely good at it. Okay?
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
No problem. I appreciate it. And I love y'all.
Oh.
Now you're going to make me teary-eyed. Okay.
It worked. It worked.
Okay, now, guys, you see what I tried to do with this right here? See how it looks like the helicopter is behind them? Thank you, Linda Veal. Thank you, Rhonda Higgins. It's interesting that you was asked, can he sing? Have y'all noticed that you can listen to a person's voice and you can hear a certain timbre or resonance, like a ringing or something in the speaking? And I oftentimes say to people, when they tell me that they can't sing, I'll say, but you know what? You should be able to. If you were in the right environment growing up, you would be able to sing. You just don't know because you've never really been exposed. And the only thing that locks you into not singing is now your belief system is so cemented in the thought that you can't sing that you won't sing. So consequently, you don't. Exactly, Katie Bay. Sing anyway. Okay, now I wanna put this up here.
Tracy.
All I want is one thing. I want never forget. I need to put it on a.
So one door comes up to the
I need a stronger piece of paper. Let me look over here.
goes back inside. The next one comes. All five of them.
Let's see. This will probably do it. Let's see. Okay. Let me wipe this off right quick. Okay. All right. The trace. I want to put, is this strong enough right here? I want to put this on here and then I'm going to put it over here, but it seems kind of flimsy. I need something thicker. Don't you think?
I think it'll work.
Okay. Well, the master says
What are you trying to put it on?
I'm going to cut it out and then put it on here. All I want is one word on this card. It's going to say never forget. That's it. Period. Okay. Before I do it, I want to actually have it on something. You do have yellow paper, Trace? That'll solve it even better rather than having to color it. Like the yellow, like the sun.
Hold on.
Otherwise, I could just do this.
I have to go look, babe. Hold on.
Yeah. And while she's looking, I'm going to play around with this in case she doesn't find it, and just go like this, just to have a background. By that time, it'll be dry. Well, Tracy's doing doggy checks, all kind of stuff. So you know what that means, guys? That means... All right. Yes, thank you, Bertha. That's what I did.
Oh, that's what you did? Okay.
Now I need a block. Let's see, that's all the size block I need right here. And now.
That came out really nice, babe.
Thank you. Oh, but you know what?
Double up the paper too. That's what.
Tracy said something earlier that I want to piggyback off for a second. Like Tracy was talking about how, you know, she's not trying to be me. She's just trying to be Tracy, right?
A better version of myself.
She just wants to be Tracy, and that's it. But here's the thing: the more Tracy that she can be, the more Bill she allows me to be. So you want to be able to be who you are while completely, at least to the best of your ability, accepting the person around you being whoever it is that they say they are. Does that make sense?
Well, I know you love to do the things that you love, which is music. You know, so that's one of the things that you love to do. So
thank you.
I mean, that's one of the things that you love to do. So the whole thing was, one of the goals was getting you out of your 9 to 5 so that you can do one of the other things that you love, which is music. Music is your thing, babe.
Well, I love it. Yeah.
You all are better than therapy today. Oh, that's so sweet, Susan.
Well, you know what? Who said that?
Embrace your own unique self. Grow and keep becoming. Oh, I love that.
Oh, Tracy.
Yes, Rhonda.
Do me a favor. Go
back.
Rhonda, Sarah Johnson said something earlier that looked like it was really good.
Let me go back. Yeah, I think that's probably where I left. We got brothers dropping in. You know.
I'm going to do this again. I kind of wiggled it.
My former... she was saying that her former pastor had prophesied something. Oh, about her kids teaching? There was something after that, right?
But she right here says it took me 20 years to be myself and not try to be anyone else. And guess what? I love being me.
Me. Yes. Oh, here's what Sarah Johnson said. My purpose on this earth is to serve, and everything I need always comes to me, because for me, it never was about money, but to serve. Yes, yes, yes. I love connecting with people and to see where I can be of help. Yes. And the thing is that, do you notice that when you do the thing that you're supposed to do, everything lines up. The world lines up to make it happen. Right? When you start to step into that thing that you're supposed to do, right? The thing that God has put you on this earth to do. That's why when people say things aren't going the way it's supposed to, when you look back, think about the course of your life. When you start looking back on certain things that you've been through, and then you get to a certain point, had it not been for the journey, the journey is what shapes you into being, right? And becoming who you are. Even if it was a path you weren't supposed to go down, your testimony now can help someone else.
You know what's really interesting though? At the time, it may appear to be a path that you're not supposed to go down, but here's the irony of it. Once you go down it, you're supposed to be there because you went down it. Does that make sense? You had a choice.
Right.
A or B. A
Right.
was obviously the better choice. Let's just cut to the chase. If you had done A, your life would be here, but you chose B at the moment. But now that you chose B, now do you live your life regretting forever that you went down B and didn't go down A, and look at everyone that went down A and beat yourself over the head?
And that's what ends up stifling people.
Or-
I think we end up beating ourselves up for so long about something that is, the chapter has already been written.
Right.
There's a new chapter that's supposed to be created.
But first you have to embrace it.
We never get to it because we're still beating up ourselves about what happened in our past.
You have to embrace whatever it is.
Right.
Embrace it. And then once you learn from whatever it is that you did,
Right.
or that you experienced.
I think for me, one of the things I always growing up as a kid, I wish that my father was a better person. And for those of you that know me, I had a rough childhood, growing up in an abusive household, right? Where my mother was abused. And for me, I don't talk about it much, but it gives me a sense of being more in tune with other people's feelings, having a heart, especially for like kids, having a heart for just people who have grown up in like tough situations or are going through it. And so it was a lesson for me. Even as a kid, I was very observant, always observing other people. I can tune into people's feelings. It's just something that just has always been in me. And it really helped, even in that rough, I don't feel like I was ever able to really be a kid because I had so many things that were just awful in my life. But sports, and going to school and like getting good grades, having my siblings with me at the time too, helped a lot.
But you know,
having a mom a praying mom, that her situation would be better. So it's always.
But you know what's really interesting?
Your life is always creating who you are. Your past is creating who you're going to become. Now it depends on what path you choose. You have that choice to choose whatever path it's going to be. Because I never thought that I would. Your situation was only temporary. I never thought that I would get out of it, even though I had hopes and dreams for myself as a kid. I looked at my circumstance. It's hard to look beyond your circumstance sometimes. And that's where that faith kicks in, that God has better for you. We give up on ourselves. God doesn't give up on us.
But you know what though, Tracy? Can you see how, like when you saying I was never allowed to be a kid, can you see how that experience now allows you to talk to the most hardcore kids? I've seen Tracy talk to kids that seem so hardcore that you wouldn't even want to speak to them, and somehow she breaks through and says whatever she wants, and next thing you know, the kid not only looks regretful, I've seen them in tears. Okay. And now all of a sudden she's reached them and they're acting in a way that they don't even act around their own parents. You know, that's a gift. But you have to embrace your past. It's like the thing that you felt like you never received now is embedded in you as something that you can give to those and bring them out of that place you used to be.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 The thing that seems like it was a curse has now become a gift. Thank you, Rhonda Higgins.
Let me see what y'all are saying here. A lot of times the person we were 20 years ago doesn't fit the path God has us on now. As we grow, we change. Meaning our likes and desires can change. Don't be afraid to move forward. Exactly. I think that's right there is key. Not being afraid to move forward. I always tell people my daughter's sickness, Ariel's sickness, shook me to the core so much that it really took me way out of my comfort zone. And I had no other choice but to just let go and let God do what he needed to do.
Hold on. You want to hear something? You know what Tracy's discomfort zone is? Mindless crafting. Before Ariel, you would never have done something like this. Never. Because it wasn't necessary to do something like this. It almost has to become necessary. With Ariel, we needed time.
Yeah.
There was no way to function when your daughter needs all of you, but yet your job says, I want you to relegate your daughter to something where she receives hardly anything at all. You have to make a choice. Do I give my daughter what she needs, or do I listen to the job? Mm-hmm. So now I have to create a construct by which I can still make a living. I can still pay the bills, still pay for housing, food, et cetera, et cetera. But I got to pay for medical. I got to be able to pay for my daughter to be able to be healed properly. But more importantly, I have to create a construct through which I have the time to be with my daughter because she needs me.
Yep. And I made a promise to her too that at the beginning of her illness that I'm going to be right here every step of the way. It's when the athlete in me came in. It's amazing. From your past, all these things, the athlete, the willing, the perseverance, the motivator. So I had to be everything that I could be to get my child through this and have her believe that, yes, we're going to, whatever this thing is that's attack your body, I'm going to be here every step of the way.
Actually, you know what?
And guess what? And God is going to be right there watching over us. Because my thing was, God, give me the strength to get through this.
And you know what? What's really interesting is before she could really get down to the nitty gritty of doing that with Ariel, first of all, she had to work with herself first. First, Tracy had to work with herself, and me too. She had to, first of all, believe that it was possible. And then she had to believe that it was...
When it didn't look possible.
And then she had to believe it was possible for her. And once she believed that, then she had to look her daughter in the face, who was going through such agony that when I was sitting by the side of the bed watching her in such pain, I swear, I'm not kidding, look like her eyes were going in different directions. And I was sitting there helpless, not able to do a thing. And somehow Tracy was able to convince me and Ariel that not only was it possible, but it was possible for both of us. But more importantly, it was possible for Ariel. And here we are today. See, that's a gift.
Crystal B. Queen said, Tracy, when you shared that experience about your daughter quite a while ago, it impacted me in such a healing way. You know, and that's what we're supposed to, our testimony is going to be a blessing to someone else. don't keep your when you go through challenges, you need to share your testimony. And that was one of the messages that I got, was to make sure that I share what I went through with my daughter and her journey in the hospital and healing and all of that, trying to get her through middle school and high school, you know, and have her thrive and just be, you know, her goal. I mean, she's still setting goals. We were in the hospital setting goals, okay? Her goal was, Mom, I want to go to a 4-year college and I want to graduate in 4 years. She had a timeline. And she was like, I want to go to Georgia State. I mean, she had all of these things that even with tubes attached to her body, she had goals.
Hold up, and understand, while this is going on, she's being visited by family members who she knows love her.
Yep. And see,
who are telling her,
right,
with every fiber of their being, that this is it for you. I'm looking for the pen, Tracy. This is it for you. This is the best you can ever hope for. You will never go to college. And we heard that, and we had to tell her, you do not listen to them.
Right. There's certain people that had to be blocked from her room because
I only
wanted
off.
People whose energies were healing energy. I mean, I lost friends while my daughter was in the hospital.
You are not to listen to them. You listen to me, much like a sheep listens to a shepherd. I'm telling you that there's nothing that's impossible for you.
Right. I don't want you putting your face a certain way, and I don't know what you do with the pen. I have no idea. Yeah.
I remember talking to the doctor one time, and I asked the doctor, what do you think? And the doctor looked at the other doctor, and they had this hopeless look on their face like they knew something that I didn't know, and they didn't want to say. And I didn't care what the doctor had to say. My thing was, look, I'm not listening to the doctor here. I got another doctor. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, so that's what I listened to.
And we had really good doctors, too.
We had good doctors, but sometimes you got to, you know, you kind of go a little bit beyond that, because even they have to have something that their profession just, it goes beyond that, too.
Crystal, I'm telling you, there's times where I take people out in the hallway, like, put your game face on. Do not come in this hospital room and be looking a certain way. You know, like,
fix your face when you walk in this room.
I'm in here coaching area. Like, I got to make sure. We had down days sometimes, but I just wanted to, I got to keep her up. In order to do that, even in life, sometimes you have to change or distance certain people in order to get through it. Because you don't need anyone beating you over the head while you're going through it.
Some of the best people to walk in that room for Ariel were her friends.
Oh my goodness.
Because they didn't even see sickness. Girl, come on, next week when you get out, we can go out after that. We can see that. We're going to go skating.
Talk about these friends that she had. She had some friends got right up in that hospital bed with her.
And laid down, okay?
Yes. Let's see what y'all saying.
They said a lot of stuff. Carbina said something way back.
Let me go and see.
Yes.
Susan Lee said, I made a change in my life. I had been promoted to supervisor long ago, and last year I managed to go back to being a supervisee and doing the work that I love best. Yes. And some people look at you like, girl, you got that promotion and you went back? If it was me, but guess what? It's not you. It's me.
They love to say that.
Right.
If
like,
it was me,
girl, I would have done this. I would have done such and such. But it's not you.
It's just so good it wasn't you then.
Let's see. Looking. Be the reason someone smiles today. Read that.
Now, I need something.
Sorry, y'all. I'm going back and looking at your comments just to make sure. Cindy Andrews was just dropping in during lunch. I've only heard a small portion of the topic, but praise God, you're such good parents. Oh, wow. Thank you.
I need, okay, I apparently have to do right.
Patricia Raley says, my son was born with cerebral palsy, and I was told he will never walk. He will never walk, talk, hear, and not make it past 12. He is 47 and has been a semi driver now over 23 years, driving all over America. He is amazing. Wow. Patricia, I needed to
Now,
hear
see,
that.
that wasn't a testimony right there.
I needed to hear that.
But the doctor said.
I needed to hear that right there.
The doctor, he studied at Harvard. You have heard of Harvard, haven't you? And the doctor who studied at Harvard said that my son would never.
Let's see. Right. Rebecca White says you have to be happy. Demotion or promotion doesn't matter. You know what? You're so right. You are so right.
No, I'm not even going to put no stitches
Tracey
in there.
Bill. Oh, wait. Did she say? I just missed something.
Oh, just go back and look at it.
Tracy and Bill, Christ is speaking through y'all right now. Yeah, I don't know how we got on this topic, but someone needs to hear this. Someone is grieving for a mom, brother, sister, spouse. I mean, there's people going through some stuff and just trying to get through. If this live helps you in any way, then what a blessing. With all of y'all, with all of y'all just giving each other encouragement. That's what it's all about. We're not meant to be alone. We're meant to encourage and share and not have this picture perfect life. So I think the reason why we've been able to be even on YouTube long enough is because we don't care about the criticism. A lot of people criticize. They say we talk too much, we do this, we do that, everything that we laugh too much. It's just like, my goodness, we laugh too much. Like,
we need you to start crying.
People happy, I mean, we cry, whatever it is. We talk about God. Really? Well, we're being ourselves. You go ahead and do you. And we're just going to do us. And if speaking about God and praying for one another makes you feel uncomfortable, then maybe you need to find somewhere else to be, because we're going to continue to do our thing. Deb C said, no such thing as too much laughter. And right now, Deb C is going through a whole lot, and y'all are uplifting her in prayer, giving her encouraging words. That's what it's all about. When will we get it that we're here not for just ourselves? We're here to help others. And now I got to go run and do a doggy check again.
A dog will be okay.
She might have to go out there.
Okay, in that case. No, I don't want to clean up. She won't be okay. Hi, Paula McAllister. You know what? Now, I can't read all the comments right now. Okay, hold up. Now, I have the front. Now, I'm one of those. Now, this would be great. I could literally stop right here, but I'm one of those types. If this is black, I just simply have to have the rest of it, the back black also. So I'm going to take another one of these and put this on here. Now, I don't know, maybe that's some OCD or something, but I have to do it. Is anyone else like that? Oh, thank you, Terry Thompson. Terry Thompson says, I gravitate towards the sites that talk about God. Maybe does it too. Always be a smile, because you never know what a smile is all someone needs. You're so right, Terry. Now, I wish I could read. Once I'm done with this, I'll be switching over and putting Tracey over here, because I like to do a lot of the reading of what you all say. It's very important to me to try to get as many of them as I can, many of the comments, because it's a fluid conversation. and the dynamics are really rich. And sometimes what someone has written in that chat is just what someone else needs.
Yep.
So,
Oh, Melanie says, by the way, you're doing a nice job on that card.
which Melanie? Our Melanie?
Melanie Downey.
Thank you, Melanie
Our
Downey.
Melanie is downstairs working.
Oh, that's right. I
But she
forgot.
might be tuning in. Who knows?
Okay. Okay, that looks pretty
Let me go
good.
back and look at some. You know what? We have so many friends on here. We have so many friendships that have been created on here. I agree, Bertha and Linda. Mindless friendships. Exactly.
Thank you. Crystal B. Queen says his strength is made perfect in our weakness.
Yes. Ooh, and there's days, boy, you feel weak. You're like, whoa. There's days where just one thing after another just keeps happening. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hey, don't you bother my little crafty stuff.
Which one is that?
Baby dog is up here, y'all.
I should have known.
And she's looking through stuff. I had to get your hat away from her.
Oh my goodness, you would die, dog.
Love your hat. Huh? I squealed on you, huh?
Okay, now.
Oh, Terry Thompson said last week when we were cutting up laughing, that blessed me. Bill kept calling me out. LOL. You know, and y'all were like the most wonderful people that I've never met before. I don't know how to explain it.
Who did we talk to the other day? Susan Miranda. Susan Miranda sounds so young.
But she sounds exactly how you expect.
I know.
It's I don't know how to say it. We had to speak.
I was like,
yeah, we spoke to her on the phone, and it was like, man, this is exactly how I expected her to sound. Okay. Oh, Sarah Johnson has good news. She said, I got the loan approval for my new house.
ooh,
Awesome. Good news. Okay.
girl.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Let me go see what this dog left out of the room with.
Okay, now, just for a lot of you, let me put this pen in first before I keep going. Let me explain why I cut the way I do. If you notice right here, see how it has like the edge that kind of goes around like that? I don't know what you would call that process. I don't know, is that scalloped? Whatever it is. The reason I do that is to negate that part of me that says, well, you know, I just can't cut straight. Then embrace it. Then don't cut straight. Then cut another way. Just cut crooked. Cut the way and do and really over accentuate it to the point where it's obvious that you weren't trying to cut straight.
Oh, Carmina says, Bill and Tracy, you are amazing. Well, so are y'all, you know.
See, you have to embrace.
I just want to make the world a better place because I was in it. You know, that's basically, is that too much to ask for?
Right. You were here. How many of you have seen Mr. Holland's Opus? I love that movie. What's great about it is that the guy, he spent his entire life thinking, you know, he had this symphony he had been working on forever since, like, even coming out when he was in college, whatever. He graduates, he wanted to be this great rock star and work on this one symphony, but the demands of life, getting married, having a children, et cetera, and everyone telling him, well, it's just temporary, just for now. And after that, like about 40, 45, 50 years later, people are still saying after that and ready to retire this guy. And he's thinking that his life made no difference at all. Anyway, you have to watch the movie. It's really, really good because it shows him that while he's walking around with his head hung down, feeling all lost and forlorn, like that he's never made a difference in life, the auditorium is just jam-packed, people hanging all out the doors, completely impacted by his existence in every level of life.
Little Treasures by Nancy said, I love that movie.
Isn't it great?
Best movie.
And I like
Kitty
this.
Mae Craft said it's the best movie.
I watched that thing about 10 times. One of my favorite scenes is when the teacher, he's trying to get to this kid and he's trying everything. Like a lot of times you go by the so-called curriculum, where the curriculum says you give the kid this, A, B, C, and D, and he should learn and you should get these results. But Mr. Holland, he's tried everything to teach his drummer how to get time, everything short of riding on his back practically, beating him, putting a football helmet on his head and beating him in the head with sticks to get the time, and just anything it's going to take. You know, it's just a great movie. That meant he didn't give up. He went above and beyond anything that anyone could imagine to get through.
Yeah, everybody's saying they love that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, so just, I know we come on live to craft, but there's messages that come through our crafting also.
Well,
And sometimes we this is what we do. We craft and we chit chat.
Well,
And a lot of times after we do this kind of live talking about God and inspiration and praying for each other, and people get mad, y'all. But we're not here for people. We're here for you. Whoever's on this live that needs encouragement, that's who I'm here for.
But to me, the reason I do a lot of this kind of thing when I craft is because when I think about mindlessly crafting, these are the thoughts that come to me while I craft.
Right.
And I try to remove myself from the picture to the point where I can receive something else that can be expressed through my craft.
Too, that's with you and your music.
Yes.
How do I? In a whole nother world.
How do I tap into something else, but how do I allow something else to tap into me? You know, how do I receive it? And then how do I release it? Does that make sense? Yeah. Now,
Crystal Talbot said, Tracy, watch on Netflix, Two Hearts. Is that the name of it? Two Hearts? That's the name of the movie.
I'm going to do one more thing.
We have Netflix.
I'm going to put one message on the inside, and that's going to be, and I'm going to say thank you for your service on the inside. Just one thing. That's it. And then I'm done.
Two Hearts on Netflix. Okay.
Rhonda Higgins says, I love how the conversation is mindless also. We just go with the flow of how God is moving us.
Yep.
That's exactly it.
Yep. Today, this is what we chose to talk about today. You know, it's so unrehearsed. It's just basically...
You know what's really interesting is...
It's basically get on and we start talking, and...
You know what?
This is what happens. If someone needs this message. Because I can tell you there's someone on here, maybe quite a few people on here that are just like, I don't know how I'm going to make it through the rest of this week. I don't know how I'm going to make it through the next hour. You know, possibly the next minute. But something that someone said on this live gave me hope to hold on and to keep the faith.
What's really interesting is we think that we decided to talk about this. It was decided before we got anywhere near this live, what was going to be discussed, and not by us.
That's true. Sometimes the message has to come through you. Every YouTube does not fit everyone. Exactly. That's why I try to ignore some of the comments. When we get a lot of negative comments, I ignore those because I have a message and I have something that I need to tell someone, because my thing is giving someone hope is more important than someone criticizing me because of how I am.
Right.
And it's okay if you don't like us, if you don't like our platform, that's fine. There's thousands of other platforms on here. Thousands.
No, or it's more important than me getting inside my feelings about what someone felt about me.
That's true.
Encouraging someone.
Look at Bill cleaning off my stamps.
I've been trained by the best, okay?
He's cleaning my stamps.
I know what side the bread is buttered on, okay?
Right. Rhonda Higgins, you could be saving a life and not even realize it. It was just divine guidance. You better tell it, Rhonda.
And Rhonda, and you know what? Some people think they got to do something absolutely just dramatic and monumental, that they've been trained at the master's level or something. But it could be something as simply smiling at another person.
Yup.
And saying hello.
Because that person could just be barely making. I'm telling you, there's people out there who are hurting, that feel disconnected, lonely, who are grieving, who have felt lost. You know, I mean, seriously.
All right, I'm done. Now,
Look at you, babe.
so here, I got that. Never forget. I want to keep it simple.
Look at your background using that.
Right here, I just put thank you for your service. And then I don't like to cover up the part of the card where the message is going to exist with a whole bunch of stuff. I like to have it pretty simple. Put one main thing that comes from a stamp and it can give myself a lot of room. I could even have taken this and put it up here, because sometimes people like to really write a lot of stuff. Then here's my made by me. That's it for me. So what do you think, Trace? Okay, let's just nip this in the bud now. Jatane. How do I say your name? I want to say it a couple ways. Number one, Jatane. Number two, Jetane. Number three, Jatane. Or number four, none of the above.
Gayatane. Gayatane.
Oh, should I just call you G?
There's
Hey, G.
emphasis on the E. There's another movie called 5 Feet Apart. Look at me. I'm going to have to.
Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca
5
White
Feet Apart.
says, Bill, that card is so moving.
5 feet.
My dog is up here, y'all.
Look at her. She's
You know what she's doing? She's sniffing at my pocket. You know why,
You got your
Tracy?
treats in there, don't you?
It's it. Here. There you go. All right. See, what I'm discovering is, okay, if you have a dog that does every command as long as you have treats, I'll sit, lay, come, stop, stay, all kind of stuff, right? But the moment they think you don't have a treat, come, they look at you like, what? I know you don't think I'm coming. Sit.
Every y'all talking about 5 Feet Apart is another great movie. We love movies like that. The card reminds me of a movie trailer. You know what? That is so true. Bill, you did a good job on that. That background came out nice.
And I use these two distress oxides.
You know what?
And I use this.
This was good.
And I use this right here.
This was really good. I'm very, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, happy right now because I feel like I see all the messages of encouragement on here, and everyone uplifting one another. It's like having family, like, right here. You know? Okay, Gaytane. Gaytane is her name, babe.
Where's that? I gotta see it. Gaytane. Gaytane, did I say it right? Connie Teeter says, I love it when Bill crafts. My ex would never do that. Connie, I realize that if I want to see Tracy, I'm going to have to. Now, let me say one thing.
That's not true.
Otherwise, I'd never see her, okay?
I would come out to craft room
Let
sometime.
me talk about one quick thing. Now, obviously, just looking at this, you can see these dark lines up in here. And this is why I wanted to use the actual alcohol marker, because it would have blended in really well. This is not designed to do this, okay? This Sharpie, it's not designed to do that. The only way I could have done it, make it work, is to use it and completely go over every black area. And that's just too much to go into the fine detail that's necessary. But so for those that if there's a crafting police in here that's gonna say, "Hey, look at that black," that's why. To negate that, I should have used some sort of alcohol-based marker or either a water-based marker.
It's somewhere around. I don't know where it went though. Here.
But that's why.
That's a tumbo.
Yeah, that I could have used something like that. It's too late now, though.
No, it's not. You can still use it, man.
But yeah, I would have to color the whole thing.
You craft because you love her and you like it. He likes it. He loves crafting.
I like.
Actually.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, guys. I don't just sit up and say, "Ooh, I sure wants to craft." But once I start doing it, I kind of get into the flow
someone
of
wants
it.
to know where that stamp set is from. That stamp set is actually in our store. It's one of our newer stamp sets. I'll share the link. It's
Here,
honoring,
let's switch chairs. I'll get it real
it's
quick.
the honoring our troops. Oh, you couldn't wait to get out that chair, huh?
You go ahead, because I can find it quick, because this is what I do.
I got it right
nonstop.
here. Let me take a good look at
No,
your
here, go
card.
ahead. Over there.
Okay.
I'm helping my wife. She's looking at
He
me
couldn't
like,
wait to get out the hot seat, y'all. He couldn't wait.
The seat wasn't so hot today because, I was determined to make this as mindless as possible.
And you did that.
No stress.
Linda wants to know if we would make this a digi stamp.
You know what?
Would y'all like it in a digi stamp? I think it probably would be good because people make so many cards for soldiers. I think that would be a good idea, babe. To put that one in a digital
What do y'all think?
stamp.
I think I should do it.
I think you should. You did a good job on this. Let me put the pen back in my Let me put the pen back.
Thank you, Tracy, for doing that. 'Cause
You're so welcome, darling.
your husband
Would you like me to also clean up these right here
You know what?
and put the stamps back in the right package? Would you like me to do that too,
Yes.
dear, darling?
I don't like how you said that.
Would you like me to clean the stamps off too, also, dear?
You know what I'm saying?
How can I get
They don't
to
like
your
how
store?
you said that, Tracy.
Patricia Raley, Bill just did the link. It's mindlesscrafting.com.
Right, I just put, okay.
And
I
Bill
got several
just
links.
did the link.
See where it says Honor Our Troops stamp set right there? That link will take you right to the stamp set itself. I'm putting up several links in right quick.
My doggy over here, ready to go play. She did a good job. She's getting better during the lives.
She's getting better, period.
She really is. So she has like kind of free roaming around the house and she's been doing pretty good.
Well, one thing, she's getting tired of getting crated.
Right.
Nonstop.
So she's like, oh, if I do this.
The primary reason she gets crated is for messing with the
cat. Yep.
She will not leave that cat alone.
Right. She has to realize the cat is not a chew toy.
And she doesn't just try to bite on the cat or nip. You want to call that nipping?
She doesn't really nip on the cat.
She jumps on it, and she weighs like 40 plus pounds.
Right, but Natasha is really fast. I mean, super fast. Oh, okay. They would like it in the digital so they can resize the images. That's a good idea.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Patricia. I appreciate it.
Which Patricia?
Patricia Raley. She just she subscribed to our channel. If anyone else is on here and you're new and you want to be around some fun people who are not perfect, who love to laugh, who love to craft, who love making not crafting errors, but what do you call them? Right, we don't do perfect. Okay, anyone who just likes to have
anyone else will say you made an error, but what we say is that you created an opportunity for increased creativity.
Right. So now let me say the Mindless Crafting at Midnight is going to be on February, let me get my calendar. February 25th. We're going to start at 11:55 p.m. That's a Friday, okay? February 25th, 11:55 p.m. Eastern. Mindless Crafting at Midnight. Come join us.
Now, I just put the link to to the distress inks. We got a bunch of them in there. Tracey put 9 of them. So you can kind of play around. I'm going to be playing around. Thank you, Bertha. Bertha says, thanks, Bill, for that wonderful card. Very meaningful.
It really, really is. It's, you know.
Linda Huffman says, Strawberry is talking back like Biscuit. You know what?
She's looking out the window right now.
Linda, seriously, what I do now is I put treats in my pocket. So that now if I say sit or come, then I have to hold out a treat.
Look, this dog is so big, okay? She does not need that many treats.
Whatever it takes to get her to do.
I know, but she is, when I tell you a big dog.
Melanie's laughing.
Yeah, she's here. She's looking out the window right now. Without even having to hop up on anything. She's just that tall.
Just sitting.
Right. She's sitting and looking out the window.
Linda Huffman says she had broke her ankle, had surgery. She's one step closer to getting back into her basement craft area. Hold up.
Look, she knows you're coming over there to take a picture of her, huh? Tracey, you are too funny getting on Bill like that, throwing him under the bus. I'm throwing him under the bus and backing the bus up, okay? He's doing good, though. He did a good job. I don't mind cleaning up. Oh, yeah, that's a great picture of her. She's just sitting over here, looking out the window, listening to us. Goodie, of course, doesn't want to be anywhere near her. Although they have been, like, sharing spaces pretty good. What? Linda Huffman. She said my vet put Biscuit on carrots and Cheerios. Really?
Linda, you've been spoiling Biscuit. Okay, look at her. Here she is right here.
There's Strawberry. And so she's sitting in front of me, in front of my craft table.
Cinnamon's head would come to about right here. Okay, maybe.
Yeah. Yep. Bill, you did a good job, babe. I'm proud of you.
Let me see a couple more comments, Trace.
Before we go? Okay.
Oh, Gloria Weimer agrees. She says there's never too much uplifting in this world. Every one of us needs that.
Yes. Sure do.
Hi, Sandra. Sandra, I'm about to mess up your name, but I want to try. Sandra Isringhausen. Isringhausen. Did I say it even close, right? But Sandra, Tracy says, got here a little late. Where's the stamp set from? I'm a military wife living on the base. I know a few people I could make cards with.
Yeah, we had just shared that.
Oh, I'm late. Okay, well, there you go. Karen Reed says, I gotta say, take your black Sharpie and draw something under the female soldier's foot. My OCD is working all overtime. You know what?
You know what? I thought that for a minute, and then I said, I'm not saying nothing, okay? I'm not saying
all right,
one
Tracy,
thing.
draw something. I don't want Sandra. Karen Reed's going to be like, oh my
You're not going to blame it on me.
Please, put something under the foot. I'm trying not to be a perfect police, but I got to have it.
I'm not
acting right.
Y'all ain't put me under that
Help
bus.
him lay hands on him.
Y'all not getting me in there.
Okay, let me go back. I'm going back.
Bill, you're not going to get me to mess up your card, okay?
Thank you, Mimi B. Mindy.
Y'all are funny.
Mindy K4 says, I have Rona. I was feeling pretty bad. Feeling so much better because of the stream and those in the chat.
Oh.
Thank you, Tracy and Bill. Thank you.
Sending hugs to y'all, okay?
Exactly. Patricia Rayleigh says, I don't believe in negative, but only positive things.
There you go.
Right. And you know what's really interesting? It's so much more powerful than people really believe. She says, I don't believe in it. See, the belief part is the key part in that. See, you ever heard the saying, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, or whether you believe it is or believe it ain't, then you're right in either case.
Right.
So I'm with you 100%, Patricia.
Either way, you're right. Exactly. She's floating just a little bit, right?
I don't believe
I'm
you
not
can
gonna-
get that job. You might as well even fill out the application. You know,
Right.
I don't. Well, you know what? If I do fill out the application, there's a 50-50 chance. And I'm going for the positive part of that 51, okay? Thank you. Rhonda Higgins says this is my favorite YouTube channel.
Oh my goodness! Wow, I love that. And there's a lot of people on here too. You know, a lot of different YouTubers, different styles, and you know, we're just us. You know.
This is so big. Crystal McQueen says, make sure you eat right and move every day. It has so much to do with how we feel.
Yeah.
Tracy and I talk about this all the time, especially Tracy. Food, you are what you eat.
Yep.
Like the tea I was drinking, it helps dramatically. Let's see what else I want to see. I was kind of going back a little bit.
Everybody's encouraging Deb C. Look, later on tonight, look, I'm going to go like this, y'all.
Oh,
Look,
Rebecca
I'm going
White.
to take something and just go right in here.
Go ahead and put the ground. For
Nope,
Karen.
I'm not putting any.
Put it in there for
I'm not
Melanie,
grounding
for Karen
it.
Reed. Rebecca White says, Thursdays are a highlight of my week. I tell my mom I'm crafting with my friends. She doesn't get how I can feel so connected via YouTube, but she's enjoying learning card making from me. Rebecca, what's your mom's name? So I can tell your mom hi.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Exactly, Linda. Linda says, just say she's standing a little bit further than the soldier on the hill. She's levitating. Tracy, let me draw something under there.
Bill?
With the black marker.
Mm.
Just something. Right under the bottom of the feet. What? Mimi B says I gotta go change my chicken's water.
Huh?
No, you need to make some water and put the chicken in it.
No.
Okay?
Don't get
See,
him started.
Mimi, don't be naming your chicken.
Maybe she's cooking chicken and she's making a soup and she got to add some water to it.
Fluffy. And then like a couple weeks later, you and your grandkids be sitting there, Mommy, Grandma, what Fluffy?
That is too much.
You're eating him, dear. The kid will be traumatized, Mimi, okay?
They really want you to draw a little shadow under her feet.
Tracy, please draw that shadow for me.
Bill, you draw, babe.
But I trust you.
Trust me until
Look at Carmina. She says, I love it just the way it is. Thank you, Carmina. She said, I love your car just the way it is. If you want some lady to be just that levitate with no ground.
Crafting
feet,
police
you know
are going to
what?
say that you did not put a foundation under the soldier's feet. Okay?
Okay, Sandra, let's see.
Y'all are funny. I tell my mom, what? Oh, not to call. That's funny.
Who said that?
That's who you're talking about, Terry?
Yes.
She said she told her mom not to call during the lives.
Oh, did she say her mom's name yet? I'll find out. Hold up. I just want to do one thing right quick.
Jill Pounds is back? Oh my goodness. We've been on that long?
Not that long.
She had a quick doctor's appointment. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning.
All right, Sandra, you're in there. Thanks for subscribing to the group. Mindless Crafting group.
Now it's time to say goodbye.
To all my friends. With all my friends.
To our crafting family. Way off.
Now, the only thing that comes to my mind now is MIC.
CRA.
No, it's MIN. MIN.
FTY.
That ain't right.
Crafty family.
Well, y'all got the idea, okay? Okay. Gaytion.
No, you still
Gaytion. Gaytion. Oh, I said it. Gaytion.
Gaytien.
Okay.
Gaytien.
Is
yes.
it Gaytien?
Gaytien
Or
Marlowe.
Gaytion?
Gaytien Marlowe.
Gaytion. You know I got to try to make it all sound exotic.
Look at Carmina said, my hubby told me yesterday Oh, hun, you're crafting tomorrow, so I won't bother you. And I just looked at him and, oh, okay. LOL.
You know what? Something about the look of a woman.
That is funny.
Bye, Bonnie Glover. I did pretty good. It's only 152.
You did a good job, babe. And you know what? Thank y'all for joining us last Saturday for Mindless Crafting with me. We had a good time with y'all.
What are you doing, dog? Hello, friend. Come on, dog.
The dog wants Bill's attention right
No,
now.
the dog wants to eat this bag over here. It's
Oh, don't let him do that.
Here,
That's some of my stash, okay?
Here, come on back on this way.
Doggy, you need to get away from my
come
stash.
over here.
Come here.
No, you're
She's
not.
so big.
Uh-uh.
Poor thing.
Get back over here.
She's like, I have no room in the craft room.
No, you want to turn around and try to eat that stash. All right, Lindaville. Lindaville says, I enjoy the great wisdom. Bye. All right, Tracy, I guess we've said what we had to say.
They waiting for you to sing, babe.
I did sing.
Everyone said sing. Oh, Loretta, thank you so much.
I don't even have a song. You know what? I'll think of a song by the next time, maybe. I can't forget about it. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Well, what's the song about friends? There's a friend song.
Which one?
I don't know. Okay, let's see.
Jill Pound says, can I see the finished card, please? Yes, here.
Did you put a foundation under her feet?
Oh, let me see. No, let me have it back.
We were waiting for him to
I'm sorry. Let me put the foundation.
you don't have to put a foundation.
Yes, I do. I'm going to put a foundation. Hold on.
There is a song about friend. What is it? What is the name of that song? Dog, what are you eating? What? Oh my goodness, y'all. The dog has picked up something in her mouth. Come here. Look, hobbles out of the room.
She practically ran.
She ran, okay? Oh, Rhonda Higgins, we love you too. She said this was an awesome live. I love my crafty family. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Someone needs to throw up the rest of the words for me.
There you go. How about that?
That was a song right there.
How about that card?
Look, someone said, friends, how many of us have them? I remember that song. That's way back in the day. Someone said, what the world needs now is Tracy and Bill. Oh. Yep, he did it, y'all. He put a little foundation under there. He just had to go and do it. Brenda C, hello. She said, you just tuned in. You'll have to watch the replay. Very inspirational. Lots of inspirational messages. Bill, you had to go and do it, didn't you?
What I do?
Put the foundation
Carrie says, thank you. I feel so much better now.
Little Treasures by Nancy. She said it looks
Nothing feels better.
The soldier who
and
received
when
this
you
will be
paint
blessed.
the card black. I love to see some feet standing on some ground. Nothing feels better than some feet standing on the ground. Of course, that's not a song, but it is now. Dog, wait a minute.
What is does she got?
Get it. Get with me.
What is she eating back here?
Look.
Hey,
No.
what are you doing?
She's biting up any paper she can get to.
You are
No,
too
we
much.
have her. Get her by the neck. I'm taking her.
Paper
She's
is
coming
not
out.
your friend, huh?
Come on.
She's got to go down, y'all.
No,
she's,
you gotta go
she's
out.
into everything. She probably has to go
No,
potty.
she don't. Let's get out of here. All right, there you go. Now. Okay.
Someone's making a love
Thank you,
banner
Jill.
for their mantle.
Jill says John will be proud. Hi, Brenda C. Loretta Renko. Kitty May says I'm currently making a love banner for my mantle.
Nice. Bill, sorry, we started talking and now I feel like I need to do something.
Okay, well, what are you going to do?
Oh, friend, it's so nice to see you.
Who's that, Dion? What was it?
I can't remember that song.
I can't either. It was nice, though. Who did that? Was that, that was what it was?
Who was it?
That was, what's her name, Trace?
I don't know.
She committed suicide. Phyllis Hyman.
Oh, yeah, that was Phyllis Hyman. I think that was.
Oh my goodness, she sang that song.
Now I'm going to have to go play that song and watch those movies that Crystal had recommended. She wants to craft, but she's eating up paper, and I'm not even sure what paper she just ate.
I do. It was nothing. It was scraps. But you see this thing?
It was nothing. It was scraps.
Tracy, that basket you had there with the papers hanging out of, she's getting them out of there. See that blue basket sitting up on the top?
Oh, okay.
Underneath the table?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
No, right under the table.
I see it. I'm just picking up bits and pieces. The dog is like, yeah, she's had enough. She's like, I need y'all.
Mimi says, I'm back. I thought y'all left. I had to give my chickens fresh water. Mimi, you missed my comment. Mimi. She said, I had to give my chickens fresh water. Mimi, what I say was, you hope you don't plan on keep naming those chickens. And
let her
having
name her
grandkids
chicken.
or something. And later on, y'all sitting at the dinner table.
Bill, let her
and the grandkids
name the chickens, okay?
Grandma, where's Fluffy? Oh, baby, you eating him. Your kids will be traumatized.
Oh, my
for
goodness.
life, okay? Grandma, kids love him like it. Oh, she has live chickens for eggs.
There you go, babe. See,
I don't eat
not
the
every
chickens. I eat the babies.
Mimi B, don't even.
Don't feel bad, Mimi. We eat some eggs. I don't think anyone can eat
Don't
more
listen
eggs
to
than
him.
us.
Don't listen to him, Mimi. Okay.
I love eggs. Okay, thank you, Camry.
I love your card, babe.
Thank you.
I see now the foundation under there does help. It does. Okay, y'all, let's go. We gotta get off of here and go take care of the puppy. Actually, all the animals. That's it for us.
Let me say one last.
No more animals, okay?
You notice how the sun, just by putting that slight border on it, that definition kind of gives you, it satisfies you in the same way that, I guess, having the ground under the feet satisfies the longing in you for completeness.
And guess what? It doesn't need stitching. This is a card where stitching is just not necessary at all.
Rebecca says they're cooking eggs now. You know what? It's something to be said about actual, like, eggs that are just come out the chicken. We had a neighbor. Remember the neighbor gave us those eggs?
Oh my goodness!
Those eggs were so good.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
See, people that actually have eat live chicken egg. You know what I'm saying. Once you eat it for a while, you kind of forget what the normal processed looking eggs look like. The white ones. what they taste like.
He had some brown eggs, and they were like
They
delicious.
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get off here. I would love to stay on with y'all all afternoon, but we can't. Got some stuff to do. Y'all take care. We got to get a emissions test too, babe.
We sure do. I forgot
I
about
think
that.
about that, yeah. Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and head off here. Y'all have been such an inspiration. I love the uplifting words of encouragement. Y'all sharing your testimonies with us. This has been amazing.
Brenda, she said, thanks a lot. Now you made me hungry for eggs, okay?
You know what? And I had eggs already, so I had my limit this morning. So I had, my eggs for breakfast. But boy, y'all made me want to go down there and boil some eggs. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. You too, Cindy.
And you too, Gaiety. I messed up the name.
Don't say it, babe.
I'm sorry. I gotta look at it.
Okay, before we go,
Wait,
did you tell them what we watched yesterday, babe? You watched the whole thing with me.
Oh, yes. I forgot the name of it, though.
Catherine Deneuve.
Precious. What's the name of his race?
Pride and Prejudice.
I was going to call it Precious Pride.
We watched it for the gazillionth time.
The version with Keira Knight in it.
Keira Knightley, yes. And we watched the entire thing. And then Bill didn't realize that the guy that played what's his name? Mr. Darcy is also the guy who I can't remember what he plays in Succession. The series Succession.
He's the butthole husband.
I can't believe
to the daughter of the main man. Everybody knows.
They don't know. Well, some of them may have not seen the series Succession. But yeah. Anyway, I think he does a good job because you would not know
that. You hate him in the movie,
right? You would not know that. Yeah. Anyway, y'all have a good rest of the afternoon. Y'all take care.
Wait. Gaiety Ann. I was searching for that name, okay? Gaiety Ann is the name, okay? Goodness. All right, now I got
okay. That moment. Are we done yet, babe?
We're done.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.